This was a news story in tech that I kind of ignored simply because I looked at it real quick and I was like, well, that's nice. Fuck it. Let's move on. It was Calvin who brought this back to my attention on Twitter, so I figured, why not? Let's give it a look-see for real this time. And that is, PC gaming sales are growing fast in the United States. Now, they were saying PCs in a whole were losing money, but then they are saying they're making money again, especially on the gaming end and on the really low PC end, like, you know, Chromebooks and shit like that, those cheap $200 to $300 laptops people grab from Walmart, those are making crazy money because people just want to grab them and go. But we're focusing on the gaming spectrum. We often hear about the decline of the PC market, but it seems that gaming PCs are in the rise in North America, according to Vice President Computers and Electronics Store Micro Center. Overall sales increased by 25 to 30% in the last year since 2016. And Micro Center's own sales growth is up 200 to 300% from a year ago. Keep in mind, Micro Center usually has some legit deals. If you live near one, take advantage of a Micro Center whenever you have the chance. When Ryzen came out, Micro Center took all the Kaby Lake CPUs and dropped the price drastically. A 7700K was under $300, dude. It was a crazy sale. And I knew somebody who got like a a 1080 Ti, because it was an open box display one. He got it for like 600 bucks, or was it less? It's brand new. They just opened the box. So Micro Center does shit like that, and that's probably why they're experiencing such great sales. But let's just move on. Right, Digital Times reports that the VP, Kevin Jones, believes that the increase in PC sales can be attributed to the growth in esports popularity. He considered PC gaming a niche market as recently as 5 years ago, but says the segment has grown rapidly since 2016 thanks to mid-range prices and more publicity around esports. Micro Center may not have the largest number of outlets at 25 stores in 16 states, because they closed down a lot of the fuckers, but the company has been able to absorb customers from the many small PC retailers that have closed down due to the competition. Close partnerships with brand vendors help Micro Center sales reach $60 million per year. Last year, analyst firm Gartner reported that Q1 of 2016 was the first quarter to see fewer than 65 million PC sales since 2007. It is, however, a different story when it comes to high-end gaming laptops and desktop, which it expects to grow from 6 million units from 2015 to 8.7 million units in 2020, according to the 13% of all consumers of PC shipments. While Jones expects gaming and PC sales to continue to climb, he believes that recent component shortages will result in the price of PCs going up in the near future. I'm guessing that's DDR4 is what they're talking about. It has gone up a bit, and it'll probably go up another 5 to 15% or some shit. So yeah, be ready for that. My personal opinion of this is meh. Simply because the people who are transitioning to PC gaming, a lot of them have a very console mentality. And that's that sort of, it's too hard to build. It's too much. I'll just buy a pre-built one. And then they shoot themselves in the fucking foot. I've known 2 or 3 people already that have bought either iBuyPower or CyberPower or some other homogenized company that puts together a PC for you and then charges you a crazy ass premium. And then they complain about PC gaming and PCs in general. This is too expensive. I spent all this money. I still can't play this, 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 and this. And I'm like, well, you know, if you had just did a little research and bought the components in parts and put it together yourself, you would have saved money. Much like when you have a car and your radiator dies, if you buy a radiator and put it in yourself, it'll only cost $50 to $100 versus taking it to a dealership where they will charge you $700 to $1,000, you dumb son of a bitch. I mean, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but for real, you gotta put it in those sort of layman's terms for people, or else you end up with situations like DSP Gaming. And if you don't know who Darkside Phil is, one day you will know, because I'm sure I'll bitch about him at some point because he's such a schnurr. In July of 2014, good old-fashioned Phil bought a $3,000 pre-built CyberPower computer. Irony, right? He then does an unboxing video. It's an okay PC. The specs are actually pretty good for the time, and he could still use it to this day if he changes the graphics card. But Phil, for the life of him, just figures, okay, I can do anything 1080, 60 FPS, and kinda true with the setup he had at the time. He then puts an Elgato capture card on it, and then the capture card obviously puts a lot of stress on the CPU, which then makes the game stutter. Instead of Phil figuring this shit out or even knowing, or using Shadowplay or any other number of programs that allowed you to capture in-game footage with that level of visual fidelity, he then complains about how PC gaming is expensive and so on and so forth.
The game's choppy as fuck on my new PC. Great. Look at the pop-in. Did you see the pop-in? Look at the pop-in. What the fuck? 100% you. So I cannot play PC games. I still cannot play PC games. Wow. This is why people don't do stuff on PC.
And it just shows you how dumb some people are when it comes to this, because they don't have the mental fortitude or capacity to just suck it up and learn something. It's not going to kill you to put together a computer. It's Legos. So on one hand, yes, it's awesome PC gaming's growing and esports is getting bigger. And on the other hand, it's going to just have a whole wave of people coming from console that have that sort of, I want the plug and play aspect that I got from consoles. And it's just not what PCs are. In order to really game with a PC, you have to have some level of curiosity to learn your system and some level of DIY. Otherwise, you're just going to buy a PC, something's going to go wrong, and instead of you fucking learning how to deal with it yourself, you'll sit there and bitch and say PC gaming's bad and Asus is shit and Gigabyte's garbage and so on and so forth, instead of just learning something. Oh, and the esports thing, it's cool and all, but Lord knows it's going to create a whole avalanche of people who will not go outside ever to do anything. They'll just spend their time trying to become a great PC gamer to get on an esports team. And then when they can't, they'll be fat and out of shape and have no job skills or physical conditioning to even do manual labor. That will be a dark day, because then robots are going to replace people. Gundam? That was dark. Well, that's going to do it for me. I can't actually give more of a fuck to me about anything. Rate, comment, subscribe, follow me and all sorts of crap from Facebook, Twitter to Twitch. Or don't. Free will, baby. Fuck it. Adios, bichachos.